Alright, what's going on, guys? This is Swift. I wanted to break down these fools real quick because I can't believe that this Vlad guy is actually making it seem like these people are exposing the Illuminati when they're just telling you obvious things and just lying plainly to your face. So let's go ahead and get into this.
Now, I think both of you guys had mentioned about the Illuminati.
First of all, let's go ahead and look at this guy with the pyramid right there on his hands. All right, I'm gonna rewind it back so you can see that this guy on the right is literally laughing at you guys because they already had talked about him putting up this pyramid right when they start talking about Illuminati. So let's just go back real quick.
And how hip hop. Now, I think both of you guys had mentioned about the Illuminati.
You see that guy smiling right there? That's because they know that they're about to sell you guys a whole bunch of BS and you guys are gonna eat it up like a buffet. Let's go.
And how hip hop sort of falls into the Illuminati trap and so forth. Can you talk about that?
Yeah, I think a brother will use anything in order to make it. He'll get out there and act like he's sucking a dick.
A brother would do anything. That includes me, right? A brother? Since we're talking about black people, that's what he must be talking about. Well, I'm not going to do that. He might do that, but I'm not going to act like none of that. So don't talk for me. Talk about you and your friends, your Bone Thug brothers. Don't talk about black people out there and don't talk about us, alright? Let's go.
Or put on a fucking dress and have a boo bear back at the house.
And I think it's funny that they always talk about the gay stuff and putting on a dress, but they don't talk about the satanic rituals that is going on and sacrificial stuff that's going on, alright? They always bring you the obvious stuff because they know that you already know this, alright?
It's all about profiteering at this point. You know what I'm saying? So it's like I take everything with a grain of salt. You know what I mean? As far as how deep I think somebody is. Now the influence on the people could be damaging.
The influence on the people could be damaging. How is it going to be anything other than damaging if all you guys are talking about is sex, drugs, and money? Hmm? Of course it's damaging. He knows that. Wake up.
Depending on where they go with it. But to me, a motherfucker throw up a pentagram to sell 3 records.
How can you throw up a pentagram when a pentagram is a star? You could throw that up with your hands? No. And they're not going to give you thousands of dollars just for throwing something up on your hands. You need to be doing more for them than throwing up a symbol. Alright?
You know what I mean? Or to do something that's, ooh, I'm different, and so on and so forth. So that's how I feel about the situation. I don't feel like their hearts are invested into it. They ain't going to no goddamn meetings and shit.
Who brought up a meeting? What is he talking about? Is he talking about, like, I could have sworn this guy didn't bring up anything about a meeting. So he's talking about personal stuff that he's trying to lead you guys away from. That's all I could say about that. I don't see why else he would bring up a meeting and say that they don't have meetings if nobody brought that up.
And all that other nonsense. Your ass going home watching reality TV and counting your stacks of dough, bruh, and so on. Once you
Exactly. He's gonna throw up that pyramid right when he starts stuttering because he's not making no type of sense. So, how many days of the year are you gonna go home, watch a reality TV show, and just count your stacks of money? The stacks of money you got from just throwing up a sign. Yeah, right.
finish, presenting that or whatever it is that you need to seem alluring about. So I just think it's a crock of bullshit, to me, as far as hip hop and artists
Yeah, everything you're saying is a crock of bullshit.
go. It might be people that slip into the cracks and so on and so forth. And of course, it probably exists. I wouldn't know. But that's what I think about that.
Of course you know. How are you so famous? How you got so much stacks of bread to go home and count and you don't know nothing that's going on? Okay, that makes sense.
think motherfuckers do that shit in order to sell records and shit. Motherfuckers sell their goddamn soul. You know what I'm saying?
Of course they will. We all know that. That's why we're watching this video. And that's why I'm gonna break it down that you know exactly what you're talking about. You're just lying to everybody else, okay? We all know that they'll sold your soul because that's what you did to get that nice watch, to get that ring, alright?
And because who the fuck's gonna buy it? But they'll say it in order to, it ain't worth shit if you gonna sell it. I don't want it, bitch.
There he goes. He's telling you exactly how he feels on this. And if you don't believe it, he'll say it later on for you, alright? He doesn't care about his soul, and he sold it, and that's why he got all the fame and fortune he does right now. That's because he didn't care and he gave his away. He's about to tell you right now. Let's listen.
If it ain't worth shit to you and it's yours, the fuck I want it for?
Okay. Second thing I want to say is, who is he talking to? It's yours. Who is he? Who is he talking to? Who owns his soul? Huh? The industry? No. No, no, no. He's talking about a demon. He's talking about Satan himself. He's literally talking to Satan and saying, if it belongs to you, why would I want it? Okay? He thinks that Satan is his God. Alright? And if you don't believe it, he's about to throw out the pyramid to tell you right now.
So,
There it goes. The pyramid right there. That's exactly who he gave his soul to, alright? And he's about to tell you that this is exactly what he believes, alright? Let's go ahead and listen.
you know, that's just what I think. I don't know.
I mean, when you look at hip hop today, do you feel that a certain level of feminization of hip hop has occurred, and that's what's pushed more heavily than the more masculine alpha male type hip hop, which is what you guys did? I feel.
People like
Okay. So the question was, do you feel like feminism is being pushed in the mainstream rap? And this guy said, I feel like you guys did that. And he shook his head up and down, all right? If I was just rapping and I wasn't pushing feminism and he said that I feel that you guys did, I'm going to say, no, that's incorrect. You thought wrong, all right? But this guy doesn't do that. Instead of answering the question, he talks about something completely different to throw you guys off, all right? Listen.
people like act like they hate the LGBT community.
What is he talking about, bro? The LGB community? That's exactly whose side he's on with all these different colors on, all right? That's exactly who he's supporting.
You know what I mean? So there, you know, it's always been like, damn, I hope somebody represents, you know, that side on their angle and on.
Who has always wanted that? You? Because you're helping them? Because you're a fruit? Who else? I've never listened to rap and say, man, I wish these guys would rap for gay people and bis and transgender. I've never heard anybody say that in my life, okay?
Their end, because back in the days, only San Francisco was notorious in the states of being the place you could go and flower power and all that other stuff.
And San Francisco is one of the most satanic places in history, all right? If you didn't know, that's where the satanic church has started, all right? That's where all of the demonic stuff is going on in San Francisco. There you go. That's the capital right there for you. And he's about to break it down for you.
In order to be free. So now I think it's them letting off a breath of fresh air and a whole
A breath of fresh air. He loves to breathe that in. Go ahead.
lot of goddamn profiteering. And that's what I think we're in the process of. Eventually, they're going to catch on and so on and so forth. But it has to go through its process. It has to get stomped like that alpha male thing did and so on and so forth. And it'll elevate to the next.
Stumped like that alpha male thing did. Because that's exactly what they did. Nobody was accepting gays or any of that before, but that got stumped out the door, and now everybody is welcome with it. And now he's showing you what the LGBT, whatever the heck they're called, is planning to do on you. They're planning to stump all that crap that you gotta say that's bad about them out the door, so you guys could be welcoming to them. Okay? He's letting you know with that 3 right on his hand right there, that gold 3 for Freemasonry.
Level.
Right. Because
I don't
mean,
care if it
in
says
our
it's a
early
E,
days,
that's
it
a
was just
3.
San Francisco, but you fast forward to 2017. If you talk about the black community, it's really Atlanta now in terms of like the gay community. And when you look at like a lot of the music, the big music that's coming out, it is coming out of Atlanta. So you're starting to see the intermixing of everything.
Yeah, I totally agree with you, and that's what I think. I think it's just a process.
By the way, Atlanta is another fruity city that everybody knows is fruity, and a whole bunch of the rappers you guys listen to come from Atlanta. All right.
That's what I think personally. Because like when you see people doing it and you see the commitment towards it, and you see if they're really trying to champion the cause, or are they just trying to have fun?
They're trying to do both. They're trying to push their cause on you because they're fruity and they want to have fun doing it. So who pays them, huh? They're fruits, and all they're doing is pushing fruity stuff on the people, and they're getting paid for it while they're having fun. Okay, so it's both. It's nothing. It's not either or. It's both.
You know what I mean, and make money off of it. But yeah, definitely. And it's other places in the East Coast, that accept it, and now all over the world, it's all
Of course, it's called the Freemasons. That's what's so accepting of it. All right.
kind of working out to where if you say anything about a gay person, like they look at you like you ain't shit. You know what I mean? Anywhere. It could be in TV, it could be anywhere, and so on and so forth, because you're just
Because they've made it bad. They've made it natural. They made it normal. So if anybody talks bad about it, you're gonna get shut down. You're gonna be called bad, and you're gonna be called sexist. You're gonna be called all these type of things. All right, because they made it that way.
blatantly attacking someone for something that you not into. So that's what I think about the situation.
I mean, do you feel that what's happening with the gay community is the same thing that happened with the black community in terms of civil rights?
After Obama, okayed the whole thing.
Here he goes. He's gonna mention Obama, another ventriloquist dummy set up there with something up his butt. They're sitting here controlling him. They got their hand right up this person's butt, just like Bones. These Bones in Harmony people, just like Obama, just like Trump. They're just puppets. All right.
And passed the law that they was able to get married and stuff. I just think it's making everything is making their rounds and where the world is going to and so on and so forth. It's all coming to some sort of a
It is coming to a conclusion because you guys are making it come to a conclusion. All right? Nobody in this world is making it come to this type of conclusion except for the people in control of it all. All right? That's why laws are being passed.
conclusion organically though, because nobody has their hands puppet mastering anything. Great.
There you go. Of course, he's going to say nobody has it because that's exactly what's going on. And I'm going to tell you, in every single video that I show you, they always blatantly say the obvious, and then they're going to say right behind it or right in front of it, like he did, that of course, like it's impossible, like it's somebody stupid for thinking that somebody's in control of it all. And that's exactly what's going on.
Great opinions are great opinions, but nobody's in charge of it. There isn't some gay lord that's like doing shit and playing chess and shit.
No, it's not a gay lord. He's not a lord at all. He's a gay demonic ruler, a gay fallen angel. His name is Satan and all his little pawns. All right, there you go.
It just doesn't exist.
Has there ever been a time where you guys artistically were asked to do something that just artistically you guys didn't want to do?
I remember when Crazy wanted me to be on this song, and I kicked myself in.
And there's another joke question for you because they all are told what they're gonna do next. All right, they don't get asked. They don't get asked. They get told. All right. This guy said you throw up a symbol and you get paid money. That's not how it works. They tell you what you're gonna do next, and that's how you get paid. So the fact that he says, "Have you guys ever been asked to do something that you wouldn't want to do?" If you didn't want to do it, you're not gonna do it. All right. The only way you do something that you don't want to do is if you're told to. And that's exactly what's going on because he's a puppet with that stupid smile on his face right now. You see that face? That's the face of a ventriloquist dummy, all right?
But like Eddie Murphy said, I should have did Roger Rabbit. It was a badass song, and it was techno, and I wasn't ready for that. I forgot what song it was, but everyone loves the song. I think he might have made me put a verse on.
He might have made me. He might have made me. If you didn't want it, how did somebody make you do it when it's your name on the line, right? Why would you put anything that you don't like out when your name is on the line? It's not that guy's name, it's your name. So why would you do it? How did he make you do it?
There, and I didn't put my heart into it. And every time that we do the song, I'm always like, I don't want my verse in there, Cray. You know what I mean?
Cray. Oh yeah, I'm gonna be breaking him down next. I'm pretty sure Cray is for Lecrae, so I'm gonna be breaking that down because that dude is supposedly Christian, but he's just that dude's a freaking fake, bro. And I'm about to explain that next after I break down them on the second video. Let's go.
And he be like, all right, B, I do my verse, but everyone loves the song. So that was the only time for me, because Cray, he's like Picasso in that studio. He no joke, you know what I mean? He know how to put a song together, and he know how to get brothers together and make hits. So that was the only time for me.
Okay. Is there any plans for another Bone Thugs and Harmony album?
Man, it could be. We definitely have an end game. You know what I'm saying? Like we said, right now we campaigning for a lot of things. You know what I'm saying? Trying to get our biopic together. You know what I'm saying? Campaigning for the Rock and Roll Hall of Fame and all that. So an album would definitely seem likely to come with all that comes.
Okay, so is the biopic actually going to happen? Because there was news that you were working with Ice Cube or something like that.
I mean, we've been talking to a lot of people. You know what I'm saying? It's still it's still in the early stages. You know what I'm saying? Like, we just now getting everything together. So it's going to take us a minute to get it together because we want it to be done right. So once we start getting everything in order and who we're going to actually go with, we're going to start releasing all that information.
All right. Are there certain actors that either one of you want to be portrayed by?
My son gonna play me.
Okay.
All right, they're talking about nonsense now, but that was basically just showing you how much they be lying and everything they be saying, bro. These people are just puppets, just trying to persuade you, just like this Vlad guy. And I'm gonna be breaking down a lot of this guy's videos because he's just a fake, and he's the same thing that they are. That's why he has all these famous people. I never know, like, this is how it goes, bro. If they can't get you on TV and they know that you're gonna be looking up videos about them, they're gonna put people, you know, on YouTube where the real people, where some real people are trying to expose it, and they're gonna put these fake people, bring in the actual people who are a part of it to expose it when they're not exposing nothing. They're just telling you exactly everything that everybody knows. All right. This is stuff that we all know. So what did they bring new to the table? Nothing. It's because they're not exposing anything. All right. They should have been telling about the satanic stuff, about the industry. All right. They should have been talking about the ritual killings. All right. They're just lying to you guys. All right. Swift. I'm out of here, guys.